What's up guys, it is Charzzariah and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. In the last episode, we defeated Wallace and the Elite Four at the Pokémon League and became the champion of the Hoenn region. On this episode, you may recognize that we are in our room from the beginning of the game. This is where you spawn in after you beat the champion, and one thing I'm going to show off, because I don't think I ever properly showed it because I never showed off secret bases, is that you can put dolls around. So we have a little Lotad doll here, so you know, why don't we put this down right there, just to, you know, have it there in spirit. Little Lotad right there. I mean, I did 2-seed up, but still, we'll have a little Lotad. And ooh, our dad's home for once. Hey, it's Jack. It's been a while since I saw you, but you look stronger somehow. That's the impression I get. But your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh yes, I have something for you. This came from someone named Mr. Briney. We obtained the SS ticket. This is going to play a very important thing in future post-game episodes, so... Yes, a ticket for a ferry. If I recall, there are ferry ports in Slayport and Lilycove. Indeed there are. I better get back to Petalburg Gym. Mom, thanks for looking after the house while I'm away. I like how they still just call her Mom. She doesn't have a name. That dad of yours. He comes home for the first time in a while, but all he talks about is Pokémon. He should relax and stay a little longer. Yo, TV's on. Is that a breaking news story? We bring you this emergency news flash. In various Hoenn locations, there have been reports of a colored Pokémon in flight. The identity of this Pokémon is currently unknown. We now return you to your regular movie program. We now return to your regular broadcast. Jack, did you catch that? What color did the announcer say that the Pokémon was? Okay, this is very important. So, depending on the color that you choose here, this will determine which roaming legendary Pokemon you will be receiving. I'm not going to say what the roaming legendaries are, because of spoilers, and the fact that we're going to be, you know, looking at them in a later episode. So, if you want to go off in your own time, look up which is which. You can do that. I will say, if you choose the blue one, you'll be getting the one from Ruby. If you choose the red one, you'll get the one from Sapphire. But yeah, I am personally going to choose the blue one, because I prefer the blue one over the red one. And, yeah, so that will be the roaming legendary that will be in your game. There is a way to get the second one, but I'm not sure if we're going to cover that or not. We will see. Well, Jack, that was good work out there. I knew there was something special about you when I first saw you, but I never expected this. Oh yes, do you still have the Pokédex I gave you? I have something to show you. Let's go to my lab. Ooh, secret. Now, Jack and May, I've had the two of you help me study Pokémon. Thanks to your help, new facts have come to light. It appears that in the Hoenn region there are also Pokémon from other regions. Ooh. It goes to show how rich and varied the natural environments of Hoenn happen to be. That's why I think it's necessary for me to upgrade your Pokédex to the National Mode. Yes, the National Mode. Yeah, let me see your Pokédex units. Yeah, I'll take them over to the Pokemon Center looking thing. It's so cool that even my Pokédex is getting updated. It's because you went out and caught so many Pokemon, Jack. I mean, I only really caught 33. You can't say I caught a lot of Pokemon. Okay, all done. Jack's Pokédex was upgraded to the National Mode. But listen, you've become the champion, but your Pokemon journey isn't over. There is no end to the road that is Pokémon. Somewhere there's a grassy patch that's waiting for you. In a whole new world we'll live in. There's a whole new place to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but we still gotta catch them all and be the best that we can be. Pokemon Johto. Hi, Jack. It's me, Scott. I'm aboard the SS Tidal now. It feels great to be on the sea. By the way, oh wait, I gotta do the Scott voice. By the way, there's this place that I'd like to invite you to for a visit. If you're interested, board the ferry at either Slayport or Lilycove. I'll fill you in on the details when we meet. I'll be waiting. Click! I totally forgot that Scott had a unique voice. But yes, we are now in the Pokemon Emerald post-game. There is so much for us to do. No, there is so much stuff for us to do. So I think, also, the first Pokemon in our National Dex is Pikachu, quite ironic, but I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go all the way over to Mosdeep City real quick, because Steven has left something for us. I believe he's left something for us. Yep, it's this house here. there is a Pokeball on the desk. If we talk to it, check the Pokeball. It contained the Pokemon Beldum. Take the Pokeball? Of course, who wouldn't? Jack obtained a Beldum. Do you want to give a nickname to this Beldum? No. You know what? I don't think I'll nickname the Beldum, because I'm not going to use it. But, Beldum is a very interesting Pokemon. This is the only Beldum you can get in the entire game. Beldum, at level 20, will evolve into Metang, a Steel Psychic type, and I think Beldum is also Steel Psychic type. I think at the moment it only knows the move Takedown, but I also think it's at level 20, so all you need to do is level it up once, and it would become a Metang. Then, if you can level it up oh, sorry, no, it's level 5. Whoops. It's level 5, so you do need to level it quite a bit to get it up to a Metang. But then, if you can level it, I believe, all the way to about 55, 50, something around that, you will get the Pokemon Metagross. This Pokemon is still one of the best Pokemon in competitive, even to this day. This thing is a monster, and if you're playing Oras, at the time of Oras's release, there was also an event to receive a shiny Beldum. And yeah, that kind of, also with its Mega Stone, so once you finally got the Metagross, the game basically became super easy at that point. So yeah, that is there if you are interested. Also, you may notice that my party is a little bit different. Basically what happened is, when I finished the game, I finished recording, I left the game on, and yeah, it eventually just did not save, and so I had to go back and beat the champion one final time, but that was all good. So the team is a little bit different, but yeah, that's about it. I am trying to find a cave, because there's one area up near Mos Deep City that we have yet to cover, and I was meaning to cover it a couple of times in the main story, but I never did, so I think it's a good time that we try and cover it now. Actually, I still have super repels, so we'll use some of those. But yeah, so basically in this episode we're gonna do a quick overview of what the post game has for us. Here we go. Check out some of the new locations and stuff like that. But first, the Shoal Cave. Are you planning on going deep in there? How about bringing you back some shoal salt and shoal shells? Jeez, I can make you something good if you bring me the ingredients. Yes, he's not wrong. He can make you the Shell Bell. Shell Bell is an item that you can give to your Pokemon, and it will heal HP every time it does damage. Or, sorry, hits with a physical move, I should say. It's pretty good. It's pretty useful in competitive battling. Yeah. I think the Pokemon you can find in here are pretty standard. Zubats, Golbats. You can find Spheals in here, which will eventually evolve into Celio, which will eventually evolve into Walrein, which we saw when we were fighting Glacier. I believe it's only at low tide you can find this, but if you get to the very bottom floors of the Shoal Cave, you can find the Pokemon Snorunt, which will evolve into the Pokemon Glalie, which we also saw when fighting Glacier. If you're looking to pick one of these two up, I would definitely recommend Walrein over Glalie. Wow, I'm just tripping over words left, right, and center today. I would definitely recommend picking up Walrein over Glalie, as well, Walrein is the third stage. Sorry, I should say Spheal over Snorunt. Walrein is a third stage evolution and is Ice Water, giving it a bit better defensive typing, I guess. But Walrein, I think it just overall is the better Pokemon. If you're playing Gen 4, oh sorry, no, I guess if you're playing the remakes, I should say. Maybe Snorunt might be a better choice, because Frostlass isn't too bad of a Pokemon, but as it stands, Glalie is a pure ice type. I would leave it for now. But if you're playing the remakes, Mega Glalie is also kind of useful. Yeah, just not my kind of Pokemon. We are collecting quite a few shoal shells. I might come back later on when it's low tide and pick up some shoal salt. Oh my gosh, that is so hard to say. But yeah, I think that's about all that we can see in the Shoal Cave for now. So, how's about we go to Falaba Town, because there's something else there that I think we should check out. Specifically to the outskirts of town. If you remember, there was I believe he was the Fossil Maniac. And he was digging a hole in the side of his house, because, you know, that's what you do. So let's go check up on him. Is this him? Move to this house? No, it's the one over here. Yep, Fossil Maniac's house. We'll talk to his little brother again. What's you got to say? If you make a Pokemon dig inside a cave, you return to the entrance. Oh, you're saying the same thing you already said. And if we run... Oh, okay, we can't run. If we walk all the way to the end, we can see that he is busted through the wall. Fossils is so wonderful. It's so dreamy. Oh, it's not safe that way. I was digging away, you see, when the whole wall collapsed. I think there's a giant cavern underneath now. But I left it alone because I don't think there are any fossils in there. Ooh, foreshadowing. But yes, for all you Pokemon Go players out there, I'm about to make you very, very upset with me because guess what I can catch? Not Loudred. No, there is one new Pokemon you can find in this little, like, I guess caved off area, and that is the Pokemon Ditto. Ditto, as many of you will know, is a pure normal type Pokemon with a very unique ability. The fact that it can transform, and speak of the devil, there he is, it can transform into whatever Pokemon it is facing. Quite an interesting move, if I do say so myself. It is the only Pokemon other than Mew that can learn it. So, yeah. It doesn't really have any practical uses in battling or anything like that. Shiftry, please do not knock it out. Okay, thank you. It doesn't really have any practical uses in terms of battling or anything like that. Mainly what people use it for is just to breed Pokemon, which is personally what I use it for majority of the time. But we'll just catch one anyway, just for the sheer fact of having one and the fact that I can sell it to the Pokemon Go players that I have one and you don't. But unfortunately, unlike Pokemon Go, we're not, similar to Pokemon Go, we're not going to be going out and catching Articuno, Mewtwo, and Mew in this game. That is an adventure for another day, I believe. Come on. Okay, let's try another Ultra Ball. I don't want to use too many balls, because, foreshadowing, there are still a couple of legendaries for us to capture out in the Hoenn region. Okay, you're using Shadow Ball and a Dark type. That's not going to work too fantastically. I might Giga Drain it. I really shouldn't be trying this hard to catch a Ditto, but, you know, whatever. Okay, you're on red health. You should catch pretty easily at this point. Oh, okay. You're gonna Giga Drain me as well, are you? Okay. Enjoy that 14 damage you did. I'm sure you healed yourself so much. Okay, Ultra Ball. Let's go. Also, no, it's not going to become another Shiftry when I catch it. It is going to be a Ditto. Don't worry. Oh my gosh. Okay, if the next ball doesn't catch it, I might just run, because I'm not going to spend that long trying to capture a Ditto. I'm not going to be breeding anything. I don't think... I'm not going to need it. I'm not going to try and complete the Pokedex in this game, so... Let's see. Okay, cool. I guess you made that decision for me then. Alright, but yeah, it's a thing that you can find here. So if you are needing a Ditto for breeding or something like that, if you need to hatch an egg, if you're trying to, like, breed, starters for your friends, and I hit the right button, please. Thank you. Yeah, if you're looking to breed starters for your friends or something like that to give it to them, then I guess, it might be worth your while to catch a couple of Dittos here, maybe one or two. But, yeah, let's hop on our Mark Bike and keep going. Although I think... Oh, okay, no, I thought there was an item there. While we're heading through here, I should also mention, if you complete the National Dex, I believe, and go back to speak to Professor Birch, it is possible to get one of the Johto starter Pokemon. These are Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. And I will go into those a little bit more, but first, we have the Root Fossil. So that other fossil that we saw in the Sand Castle Tower thing in the desert fell through the floor and ended up down here. So that guy who said there weren't any fossils down here, you lied to me. But yeah, so Chikorita, Totodile, and Cyndaquil. Chikorita is the grass type, Cyndaquil is the fire type, and Totodile is the water type. Personally, my favorite would probably be either Cyndaquil or Totodile. Cyndaquil I like a lot just because it was the first Pokemon I used in a solo run of Gen 2, so it's it has a special place in my heart for that reason. But I do really like Feraligatr as a competitive Pokemon, so they're both pretty good. And then Chikorita is kind of the... not the black sheep, but it's not as good as the other two, unfortunately. They're still a nice Pokemon. I like the look of Meganium. But yeah, that is only if you get complete the National Dex. And I'm not sure if you need the mythical Pokemon Jirachi and Deoxys to complete the National Dex in this game. I'm not sure if they were implementing that yet. Oh, I guess I should also say Celebi and Mew. But yeah, that is a task that I will not be undertaking today. Or any day in the future, really. RS, sure, I'll do that, because it's easy. But, no, sir. Especially since, you know, you need, like, 3 different games to even properly attempt it, and a GameCube, so... yeah, no, I'm good. But, finally today, we are going back to the Safari Zone. Because, after completing the main game, quite a bit opens up in the Safari Zone for you. And they... well, actually, instead of telling you what what they've now included, I think it would be better to just show you. So, if we... I believe it's up and to the right is how you get there. Yeah, it's through this way, I think. Okay, we'll encounter a Pokemon and see if I'm right. Yes! Yes, they have now started adding Johto Pokemon into the Safari Zone. So now you can catch things like Sunkern, Wobbuffet, Teddiursa. I think you could catch Phanpy before the post game. You can catch one of my favorite bug types, Shuckle. He is found, I think, up around here by using Rock Smash on rocks. You can find another one of my favorite bug types, and I really hope that we might be able to encounter one just so I can show you it. The awesomeness that is Heracross. Also, there is Teddiursa. What else can you catch here? Giraffre was fine. Natu you could catch before the post game. I'm trying to think what other Johto Pokemon you're allowed to catch. I think you can find Houndour up here. You can find an absolute ton, and I might, I'll check up on screen maybe a list of which... oh, you see, there you go, there's Houndour. I might check up a list on screen of what Johto Pokemon you can find, but, yeah, basically this is where they intend for you to catch majority of the Johto Pokemon you need for your Pokedex. Like, I know in Fire and Leaf Green's post-game you can also catch more... oh, look, Pineco. Another bug type. But I know in Fire and Leaf Green you can also catch a lot more Johto Pokemon after the main story as well, so... and I think with... is it Colosseum and XD you can also catch... you can kind of wrap up the rest of them there as well, so... yeah. So these are the rocks right here in which you can smash to catch a Shuckle. Unfortunately, I don't have a Pokemon with any of those Rock Smash, so I won't be getting a Shuckle today, unfortunately, but that is okay. I might keep running around just to see if I can find that Heracross, just to catch it. Oh, look, Hoothoot. At this rate, I think we'll counter all the Pokemon you can find up here before I run out of things to say. I think you can catch Quillfish in the water, perhaps, as well. Apom. How did I forget Apom? Apom is, like, one of my favorite Johto Pokemon. Let's see if we can catch one. Let's go. 1. Damn it. Okay, it's watching carefully, though. It's watching carefully. But, yeah, I think it's the Safari Zone, Fire and Leaf Green, and Colosseum and XD is where they're like, okay... they pretty much give you every Johto Pokemon, because there's obviously no way for you to get your Pokemon from Gold, Silver, Crystal up to Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, which is really unfortunate. Fortunately for us, nowadays we have pretty much access to every single Pokemon under the sun, one way or another, like excluding the mythical Pokemon, with pretty much every generation being able to, like, Generation 7 can link to any other generation it chooses, because we have them all accessible now. Oh, come on, Apom, get in the ball. Just get in the ball. Please, for me. For me? No, not even for me. Okay. So I'm gonna waste all my Safari Balls just on this one Apom. Or I'm gonna use all but one on this Apom. We'll find a Heracross and it'll run immediately, and I'll be like, God damn it. Damn it, Apom. But no. 2, 3. Oh, come on! Come on. You know what? I'm gonna go near. Crept closer to Apom. Oh, it's still watching carefully. Okay, let's try throwing another ball. But yeah, so these bonus episodes will be coming out. They'll basically be releasing with the same oh, god damn it, Apom. They'll be releasing with the same regularity as the main story episodes did. If not, maybe a little bit, like, they might release a bit faster. because I can basically record everything in advance. For those of you who are watching that don't know, I have a Twitch.tv account on which I've done live streams in the past, which is where we streamed Extra Life every year. I will put a link below to my Twitch, and I might put a link on screen as well. If you haven't already, make sure you go and follow that Twitch account, because one of the bonus episodes, for now, one of my planned bonus episode or bonus content things is going to be a live stream. I will still make a video around it. I will make a video about it here if you don't want to sit around and, like, if you can't tune into a live stream or if you want to rewatch it later. But it'll be more like of a highlight thing. You won't get the full thing, but there is a thing, or a portion of the post game which I am going to do a live stream for, because I feel like it's an interesting way to cover it, because I really want to cover this, and I feel like there are two ways I could cover it. I could either just make a quick video in which I say what I'm going to be doing in the video, cut to a bunch of different attempts of me doing it, and then do a final one like I do with the legendaries, or I could do a live stream where I basically hang out with you guys, chat around while I attempt to catch this one Pokemon. But yeah, more information around that will be announced in the coming post-game videos and on my Facebook and Twitter, so if you haven't also followed those, be sure to do those down below as well. Oh hey, it's a Leddyba. Oh, poor Leddyba. Poor Leddyba. No one ever loves you, do they? Also, I could say the same thing about Sunkern as well, because Sunkern had the lowest base stat total out of any Pokemon ever. So that's a fun little tidbit for you. Wow, and I can't even catch a Leddyba. Jeez, I am such a good Pokemon trainer. I just became the new champion and I can't even catch a Leddyba. I'm like Ash from the Pokemon anime. Oh, look at me, I got all 8 gym badges in Kanto, but now I come to Johto and I get my ass kicked. Leddyba! Hell no, I don't want to nickname you. Sorry, Leddyba. But I think that is going to about do it for this post-game episode. I've kind of shown everything I want to show. We'll swim around in the water a bit, see if there's any special water-type Pokemon we can find. Indeed there is. Oh my god, Wooper! How did I forget about Wooper? Oh, Wooper, I love you. Oh, Wooper is such a cool Pokemon. Yo, good guy, Wooper. Oh, come on, Wooper, don't be like that. Don't be like that, Wooper. But yeah, this episode was more like an introduction to the post-game, showing off things that I can do in one quick episode, like the Fossil, the new Safari Zone, Shoal Cave, Beldum. But next time, we are going to be doing something a lot more interesting. So, I believe they're going to tell me my Safari game is over at some point. If not, I think I can actually just fly out of here. Or, no, am I thinking of Oris where I can fly out of here? Let me check. That's Pokedex. Pokemon. Can I fly out of here? Oh, I can. Okay. Well, I'll fly over to Fortree City. But, yes, thank you guys very much for watching this episode of Pokemon Emerald. I know this one was this was kind of like all over the shop, just because there was a bunch of stuff I wanted to cover for the post-game. So, this first episode didn't have a lot of structure, but the following episodes are going to be very structured and have a specific theme around all of them. Starting with the next episode, where we are going to start hunting down some more legendary Pokemon. Wink wink, nudge nudge. So I will see you guys back maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, for another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye bye.